finish the fight, man. Close to it. Oh, game just crashed. Okay. Interesting. No point in upgrading those, I guess. I can't harvest them. Cost one stone is 180 gold. Jeez. There. Let's go. Juggler. Repentant. The vast void. Maybe this is the end. The finale. Music. I'm just kind of building random shit. Maybe I should be building something a bit more specific. Now we got a pretty good stat spread going, so. A little extra protection. thick. I need some more single target damage. Let's see where it goes. I'm picking a bunch of random shit, really. I mean, a lot of stuff works on these. Oh, a fuse. I actually really need to get a. I got 2 of these. Ooh, new one. Voluptuous egg sac. Catch what that was. Want stuff that can that's what I do. Can do the slow column, but have a lot of health, man. We do not have much fucking damage, man. Not AoE, but that's about it. I gotta get bouncing, man. Past some of these guys, dude. Dynamite. These little guys are such a pain, man. The fuck? Okay, I guess I'm just getting hit by every one of these. That's cool. Does it just hit like both of them? I think it does. Where's the hitbox, man? I thought it just hit the front person, but I think it hits both. You're supposed to like shoot through these or something? For this phase overall, really. Jesus Christ, man. Well, if he's the last guy, he's definitely tough enough. Not get many bounces on him though. My build was shit too. Can be upgraded infinitely. Let's see. So that's what the final area is all about. Anything weird we can make right now? That was shit. Just cut a couple of these out. Just fine tune this. Well, at least we got a little challenge at the end. Make it all feel like it was worth something. The alchemist back. Romancer. Get the dexterity up. Leadership. Keep harvesting, brother. Baby ball shit. Probably go positive off this. Rocks. You can infinitely upgrade some of these, and that's how I guess you'd infinitely go up like a particular board. Rocks are pretty close here. I don't know who's gonna win. Could get one more building. Alright. Well, there's some money spent. Figure out who I want to play as, and could work good. Forgot about this little one. Little guy. How much did the rocks cost? Yeah, a lot of rock. They're really expensive. And you got these special ones. I never made one of these granite slabs. They're just better, huh? Alright, we could try a ball run, like one of these flagellant cohabitants would be kind of funny. See if we can clear it. I mean, the juggler's good shit with the repentant. Really good. That's why I'm kind of wondering actually how difficult this is. I mean, worst case, it is difficult. We just keep trying. We've kind of got wouldn't hate vampire stay alive, but AoE is big. Yeah, decreasing damage taken by 30%. Not horrible. I really need to get a vampire set up on this. I just threw into the damage reduction. Good one. Speeds up the balls. Blind. Maybe, but not right now. A little less skill involved on these guys. I already had stuff coming. Good one. We need more balls. I didn't have the best build when I was using the Jester, but we lost to the final boss. Or what I assume is the final boss. I'd actually like to get the baby ball fucking passive fusion. That'd be kind of cool. Again. But yeah, I'm going for the big ball strat. Find it. Could do the power leveling thing and get the fountain again. The fountain was almost kind of OP, it felt like. If you had like control, it just lets you like go overboard. Should've wanted the float up. I'm gonna use some rerolls to try to fish for the, whatchamacallit soon. The ball, baby ball damage. It's kind of like a must for this. Kinda wanted to wait until it felt more like an emergency or until I just was running out of other shit to do. this? The fast enemies not hit with maggots when they die explode into 1 to 2 baby balls. Oh, cool. And I'm gonna start rolling for the baby ball damage. I need it. Okay, I'm gonna do one. After this though, I need it. Because my single target damage is not crazy good. With the bleed now, it's a lot better, but... That's good too. Fighter Queen with bleed. Fighter Queen with glacier. I need the single target damage. Fighter Queen with maggot sounds pretty bizarre. So what it probably does is it's like, let's do it. It'd be funny. I want to have like maximum amounts. I don't know if that actually changes anything. I was hoping each ball that spawned would spawn more. There it is. I'll just work on upgrading that and fuse it. Nice to get even more baby ball stuff after we fused them. I think we're gonna be able to fuse it. Trying to get the XP, but... Doesn't that get rid of the baby ball potential though? Yeah, I'm not really interested. So we do glacier baby or glacier, whatever the fuck. Hopefully get more freezes this way. See that drop? I guess I'll stand right on him. Need an evolution. If I level up again, I'm gonna reroll. Try to get those. Or just level it up. Because if I could get that again, those again, that'd be crazy. Because, I mean, those are gone now, the extra damage and extra creation. Those with the thing that creates 1 to 2 baby balls per baby ball creation would be insane. Yeah, all these spider baby balls with glacier travel in the field. This amount of baby balls, all of his shots should just disappear pretty much instantly. He's shooting like dozens of shots right now, but the screen's just so full, they're just gone. You've been muted. I couldn't even barely dodge this with the last crew. Too. Could do that. I'm not gonna get the damage, so I might as well get more creation. This will create a lot. Every time I grab one, I shoot 1 to 3, and then I guarantee every one of those I throw is 1 to 2. I wonder if there's a point where it's like the game just will not allow more on the screen. I don't even really have to do anything, I just chill. Doesn't matter because everything bounces off the bottom of the screen. He baby build. Probably the most AFK build I've been able to pull off. The Voyager. 1 base damage up. Oh. Going in, bro. Damn ball. We do have a devoted AFK kick, that's right. Well, the most AFK that you have some control over. But that's true. He might just handle it. Is that it? No. What we do. Ooh. Wait for this guy to get some rocks. Like that other one. Because the game can be beaten, I'm pretty sure. Maybe you have to like get a certain amount of characters in there. It'd be crazy if you had to get them all in there. Beat the final level like everybody. That could be a slog. Crazy how much rocks cost. Oh, Jesus, you think I'd be buying like liquid fucking solid fucking gold, man? I could do this too. The same length. Thanks. A longer building, man. Alright, let's do a few short ones. I don't want to move anything from the XP zone. Let me grab some cash first. I gotta wait. Just a second. Where did that bank go? Oh no, it. Well, maybe we did one on the side. Oh, we beat that guy. I wonder what happened. I mean, in the other places, you have to beat the level before it like 3 or 4 times. So it's possible. Maybe that's one. It's different characters, right? About to do. Oh, okay. The infinite. I'm not too interested in doing like the infinite upgrades right now. Need 1,000 rocks. 1,500 rocks. Insane amounts of rock. A lot of wheat too. I mean, it pretty much only costs money. Yeah, might as well just fucking pull a whole hog on it. Marker blast. It requires quite a bit. Never know. They make me do the final level a bunch more times when I'll be needing the max necromancer building. I mean, money's not that hard to come by, I just have a lot of stuff to spend on it. We could upgrade these two if we wanted. Cheaper than buying the rock. Alright. Now what do they want me to do? What if I did the two auto? Oh, they don't let me do this. I don't think this guy would win against an auto. Actually, I wonder how he would do with the juggler. Check the wind condition in this bad boy. You do it with about 8 characters. Okay. Gotcha. There's some combos I wouldn't want to... Itchy Finger and Shield Bear I want to keep. Try that. There's the sun. I could do the sun. I don't like any of these. Healer might be okay. I'm gonna be like up people's ass. I could get front crits. Yeah, I could go try to find that. If they want like shot speed. Crit shit immediately. Good pressure valve. Freeze. Earthquake would be good. We'll have the single target. These could be good. Solid iron ball. I don't think I want any of those cranked up, man. What kind of survivability might not be horrible either. Dynamite. Vampire would be good. Survivability. Because I am getting very close. That's the strategy here. Silver Bolt's good because I'm not going into walls. Oh, what's this shit, dude? Another fucking passive fusion. Second one I've ever seen. Gracious Impaler. Yeah, but I don't. I have a higher crit. Oh, I do have a higher crit chance. This is actually pretty good. The amount of bouncing I'll do too. Yeah. Good bit of survivability. Can't be full greed. Ooh, increased crit chance. I'm blinded, guys. The insta-kill might go pretty crazy here. Everybody's blinded. She inflicts 3 stacks of bleed, heals 1 health, and consumes all stacks when hitting an enemy takes 10 stacks of bleed. I don't think enemy's gonna get 10 stacks. I think hemorrhage is the play. I have like a lot of damage. And like, so they're not going to get hit 10 times by a single ball. Especially like insta-kill. Vampire and sun and earthquake. Oh, vampire and earthquake. I don't know if I get a heal per earthquake smack, possibly. Seems like we might be the case. Good survivability. It's bubble. Hemorrhage and sun. If that makes it so that the sun creates bleeds, that'd be crazy. But if it doesn't, does it really matter if it doesn't, I guess? I guess, but... No, it does. Wow, that's cool. So the bleed right now is going to be psychotic. These guys all being balls makes this kind of harder, but not a big deal. Well, projectiles pretty much just don't do anything anyway. I could only get bounce speed, that'd be crazy. And I've already used all my passive slots. It's a pretty good set anyways. And this has got like crazy single target damage, so we're even alive with the AoE. Our prospects are pretty well. That'd be good. Gonna poison the boss, man. We're about to him anyways. We can build up some serious stacks of poison pretty fast. Projectiles don't really do anything to me. I'm not really too worried about it. And I've got like healing out the ass anyways. I was hitting these little balls on him while he's spinning at the beginning here. He'll get hit eventually. And he's got black holes everywhere. Oh, we can do some damage. Yeah. Yeah. Oh. Poor amigos. New house. They get into the weeds somehow? How the fuck do they do that at? Maybe down here somewhere. I saw like something fly towards the wheat for a second. It's because they're hitting critical mass, man. Oh shit. That includes those. mean, I want that extra chunk, but wait, this has nothing to do with it. Okay, I see. So it's not only +1 for the basic ones, it's +1 for the infinite upgradables as well. But really, these first sets aren't too expensive, but I'd rather make new building. Let's squeeze another building in there somewhere. We'll get a buck. Not really any different. It's a fucking weird ass building, dude. A little bit. That's 1,500 stone. knock some shit off, bros. Ain't goddamn rocket science. Just some simple shit that's 3 wide. Alright, that's good. Only stop when you're not making a fucking profit, man. Or at least one that's worth the time. Maybe like mass upgrade. Like it could. Alright, who's next, man, that I haven't used? That wouldn't be horrible. I mean, I feel like we can beat it with the juggler and the repentant. I just need to play a better build. There's a bounce. What shit we haven't seen. Some of these have achievements. One called Satan, like Nosferatu and shit. Some of the achievements really. No idea what they make, like what they do. But I mean, they're probably double evolutions, so good luck. Unless you just happen to have them, right? Like the nuke. Adding strikes to nearby enemies, or use elements with a 2 tower radius for 8 seconds, 28 seconds. Could also go with this, which is yeah. I mean, that's pretty new. 10% chance of freezing them for 10 seconds. Play a little better on these MFers. Could do a charm. See what happens. More launch speed though, so there's more bouncing. Something to get some health back. Do need some single target damage, man. I don't mind the TNT one because I can just go straight to it with this character. I can just choose when to blow it up. Probably the best time for it. Blind? Not the worst strat. I'm worried about having to dodge that motherfucker. Yeah, I'm gonna grab that. Plus this boss is like a projectile fiend. Could invalidate a lot of it. Poison if he dies, 10% chance for him to come back as a zombie. I kind of want the one that gets more bounce over that. Vampire and freeze ray. I could just level my shit up. Could do freeze ray and poison. That'll be a lot of poison. AoE. Against these guys that are circles, it's very hard to bounce correctly. This is fire rate. I mean, they're throwing pretty quick already, man. We'll do another laser. Get a lot of health back. If every lightning rod hits health. Could gem spring. Increase crit to blind. I mean, we'd crit a lot more than. Thing is, I'm already kind of maxed out, so gem spring right now, I feel like early gem spring makes more sense. Crit the blind, just like a free 20% crit chance, but I want to see if there's something with a little bit more synergy. I mean, I could just do the zombie and call it a day. Fucking fire like super quick. Maybe I could go even faster. Whatever. I mean, I do a lot with bouncing. I'd rather just kind of get what's going to give me a lot of damage right now. Which... this burn might help. That does damage, but... Right where you send it. I guess that's fine. I don't see why you would choose Iron Ball with much of anything. It's funny, like, look how fast I'm throwing, and this is just me letting go of the controller. I just like fly backwards because of that one passive. Like always fighting it. little dudes are such a bitch, man. Hopefully I've got some pretty good healing here. Funny, I move like way slower just because of all the throwing. Bounce build. A little harder to bounce when a guy is circular running around in circles unless you get it on the wall right here. You could do so much with juggler on mouse and keyboard. You can shoot their projectiles, so. Rocks, bro. The more damage, the more dudes there are. I also have the thing that makes projectiles heal me. I think getting that on this boss makes them like 20 times as easy. You don't get overran. One more set of people, I guess. Stat bonus building. Perfect. Like it always belonged. What's the upgrade price on this? 2,120. I want this shit. Now I might have too much rock. On the wheat. We can buy wheat and shit. Need the rock, man. New balls all starting at level 2 is crazy. It's crazy. I got a lot of money. What will he do with all this money? Might buy some wheat. I need the 1,000 rock. I gotta upgrade this shit too. For fun. Alright. We play the Radical. See if he can win it on his own. The Cogitator. The King. Play the Cogitator and the Tactician, man. Or not the Cogitator, the Tactician, the Tactician and the Radical, see if they just win it. The Cogitator's the guy, man. Thing is, you can't use him and like a shitload of, like you can't use him and the Radical for some reason. I think one will just overwrite the other. I don't really want to do a turn-based right now, even though this guy's cool. It just takes forever. I mean, part of me is like, let's just get it done and just clear it. And call it GG and pick some crew that would actually like work there, but I don't know. Empty Nester and Makeshift Sisyphus could probably just clear it. We can try. Do a full AoE status effect build. And what I want is like area of effect damage and shit like that. I've been healing past my health. Could be okay. Like it's just tough to turn down a full level 3 off the start. Little survival. Yeah, making sun could be pretty good. Again. Because his status effects go crazy. And I'm gonna generally get pretty close and try to bounce. Spring early is kind of tempting. I really need some fucking more damage, dude. Single target damage. AoEs are obviously fine, but area of effect damage, good, good. Ghost light? Don't we already have something set up for light? Oh, it was gonna be with fire, fuck. Crit chance, but he only does AoEs. I went under the assumption you could crit AoEs, but I'm not 100% sure right now. Some kind of like poison or something. Bit of all this. AoE damage, fuck, pretty good. It's that single target. Gotta have that for this shit, dude. Bleed. Not without baby bowls. Really. At least the little guys won't be as big a deal. I don't think AoE's crit. Could be crazy though. Charm and poison sounds like good, but whatever. Pick up something, man. Keep running into these little guys, man. What would even be the AoE pick if I could pick anything? Or status effect. There's more poison. So many of these fucking little dudes, man. Pretty much open poison stacks and shit. Take this dude out and burn stacks. Well, I picked him. The bow and the arrow that gives you 80% chance with the buff to fucking heal off of a fucking projectile for one instead of taking damage. Goes so fucking hard, man. Because I don't have baby balls, so I can't even like take these fucking shots out easily. And I can't get close because he's constantly hucking shit. really bad for me, man. Just want to tank it and see what happens, but... Got 80% chance. I mean, that means I would take every... It would be net negative over time. Try to get close enough, though. It just doesn't let me get in. Kind of working with the status effects, but... Because I only have like 4 or 5 balls out at once, or whatever, he actually does like... He eats pretty much like every ball. I mean, I guess they bounce a bit, but... Better just to get really close and just instantly bounce and throw him in his face. Oof. Rough final boss. That was definitely not the easiest of the 4 runs, but we got him. GG. What happened? The 8 wonders of the world are gonna turn into a ball or something. Yeah, we're spinning. Alright. Whoa, whoa. Can I control it? I feel bad for these people. They're getting turned into jelly, man. Spinning this hard. Somebody was impressed with their their trippy finale. Yeah, that's cool. Well, what are we doing? There's the elevator. Or did it like evolve? Kenny-san. Holy. The man who did a lot of it. I know a Kenny-san. Boy, Maserati. Now that's hype. Your son's Hellbox, Dedicated Yonkai's Diamond Peaks, Edge, Kubrick's Unfold. Huh? We like Amos Roddy around here. Have a good soundtrack. I like my Citizen Sleeper 2 better, but it was good. It was exciting. Well, cool. I think we'll call it there on this. There's definitely more shenanigans you could get up to. Just keep going and really upgrade and stuff. Two buildings we didn't get a chance to make, but they're really expensive. They just start you with like higher level balls off the bat, so it would be good for the faster modes, but not really necessary to beat the game with since we already ended up maxed every time. So yeah, I thought it was a really clean game. Didn't overstay its welcome as a roguelite. Combines a lot of different genres and ideas, you know, from the bullet hell to town building to brick breakers to like your vampire survivor roguelite type of shit. Not reinvents it, but has plenty of build variety and makes sure to dole out very big upgrades throughout the game to kind of keep it interesting along with like the levels and new enemies and bosses and stuff. So I mean, you're getting like the ability to like use two people at once, which creates some really interesting combos to think about with some of the ball fusions and all that kind of stuff. There was definitely some evolutions and fusions. I mean, usually their fusions are very intuitive. You know, earthquake with poison means that the earthquake hit's gonna cause poison, and you know that AoE or something. Like with any of these, you know, evolutions of an evolution. Good luck finding them all, but that's what playing more is for. I would probably say I wasn't like I knew generally kind of the build I was going for. Like we did 4 very different builds there. Right? We did pretty much, you know, there's 4 different as you could possibly. One throwing focused on bouncing, one AoE status effect, one the easiest one that was just pure baby balls, and then what was the other one? I forgot. Oh, it was just raw damage and bouncing in a straight line. So yeah, that you can do all those and they make sense right off the bat. You know, for just a run through, I don't need much more than that. There's probably plenty more you can do. I didn't really try much to use the summons. Or, you know, mix and match different types of guys. They try to keep it fun. You know, you'd have guys that are like auto played. You know, you can have the game be like an idle game. You know, they add that kind of stuff to it, add more balls and shit like that. So it's cool. So plenty of incentive to go back and fix up stuff. You know, you get more depending on if you beat it on fast, like more stats per dude, you know, ranking everything up to S, creating like the best town builder. There's just a lot of different kinds of game in this in a way that feels not just gimmicky, but like tight, right? Like I never felt like, oh, I gotta go do all the town building shit. Even if I spend a lot of time there, I was always like, oh, you know, I got a lot of cool stuff to make, a lot of fun shit. I want to see the blueprints. Maybe sometimes I didn't want to rearrange everything too much, but you know, that's kind of me wanting to min-max. You could create like OP shit, like the gold column that I've got going on here, where you just kind of pretty much just farm a psychotic amount of gold every time because of the rerolls and on the harvesting. And it's like, that's cool. You can just kind of do all that. I think that's one of the strengths of like the roguelite genre is just kind of like empowerment. Like really, you know, anything that I feel like really owns the idea of surprising you more and more as you go through the game and making you more and more insane, but in a way that feels kind of more planned and cool. Like being able to have like extra moments where it's like, oh, now I have 2 people. It's like stuff like that is just like really neat. Because I feel like some roguelites you'll kind of play them and you've kind of got the whole idea in the first 2 hours, and then you just kind of run through the gauntlet and just try out different combinations and shit. I like when there's like a huge like paradigm shift like moment a couple times throughout. And yeah, I feel like as a bullet hell, as a brick breaker thing, none of those in particular are like way harder than the other, but there's absolutely a skill element to it, which I think really separates it from stuff like Vampire Survivor, which I mean has some skill element, but it's definitely more in the building, right? Yeah, there's just upgrades everywhere, which is really cool. Oh, I did no damage with the blind. As you do, but I didn't really think about that. But I think having blind was probably fine. Not much damage. I did not have much damage. You look at this, it's surprisingly low. The poison was pretty much just all boss shit. I don't even know if the charm could actually work. I think it charmed stuff. Yeah, it was pretty much just all the magma, lightning, storm. That's okay. And his 4 times AoE and status effect. Yeah. New game plus, continue upgrading your elevator to unlock more difficult variants of these levels. Oh, really? That's cool. Yeah, I feel like having something like that, just, you know, base levels, new game plot. Yeah, cool. This is quite a bit here. I do 4 runs with everyone. Yeah, that's neat though. The boneyard plus. Wonder if it's like harder or just really it's a little harder. They said it was changed. So. Yeah, cool. I mean, having more options and a relatively deep roguelite to just kind of keep playing. I feel like keeping people on the hook there is kind of important. I feel like a lot of the times in these, maybe like I said, you can kind of run the course pretty early, and then it's hard to want to do more than like 1 run through. I mean, I'll probably go here, but there's definitely more we could do. But I think it's a really solid length. A lot of other stuff to play, but yeah, I like the Amos Rowdy music and the sound design and all that. Felt pretty satisfying to see, you know, all of the balls go flying around and exploding dudes, and all the lasers flying, and it was all. I mean, I guess in a brick breaker thing, if the brick breaking doesn't feel good, there's not the proper explosions, and I luckily I left screen shake on. I think that actually was useful. It never felt like too much. I think I have it on at least. To turn off chromatic aberration though. Maybe you can't turn off screen shake. Oh no, there it is. That's one. Yeah, I just thought it was all aesthetically very cool. I didn't really get into any like the story atmosphere or anything like that. I mean, I don't care. I don't think we're supposed to care really. There's a whole we're you know spelunking it essentially. There's a trippy ending, which is probably I guess why not have a trippy ending? I mean, there's no story. You might as well just have some nonsense there. And that's it, so not like it needs to have everything, so yeah, it's cool. Each area kind of had its own feel, its own music tracks and enemies and stuff. And some of them, maybe if it was like way harder, you know, I would build towards the thing. I feel like defense really didn't matter for a lot of it, but I would do a little bit at the end there. Like, hey, this, you know, the final level has a lot of projectiles, so it's like, you know, getting the projectile deleters, like, that's pretty good, you know, that kind of stuff. Some of those parts of the build they did make a big difference. Like, I did have guys who used a lot of defensive stuff and healing, and you know, maybe it was runs I felt like I didn't have much control, but I could just skate by, and it was very, like, kind of incidental, but, you know, it worked, right? Like, I don't know, even those were cool. It doesn't have the type of gameplay to, like, just completely, like, have, like, some Thorns build or something, but at the end of the day, I always play Brick Breaker, but I think they do a good job. I think they do a good job just putting in variety at the minimum, right? Like, the guy who fucking auto plays, the guy who's a turn-based, you know, shit like that. It's kind of cool. I get the whole thing here. Yeah, doing brick breaker stuff for the town building's a pretty cool idea too. I mean, at the end of the day, I thought I'd be like bouncing some kind of crazy like through this whole winding maze. At the end of the day, I just kind of left these to their own devices, and if I needed more, you know, at the very end here, I just threw a bunch together. And, you know, not a big deal on that front. Still, you know, you do think about it for like the gold and all that stuff. So. Definitely don't need like this much space, but it does. I mean, better more than less. The evolution chamber. Oh, yeah, squeeze an achievement out, getting that bad boy. Almost the wheat. Yeah, just forget. I mean, it's hard to have really any big complaints on it. I mean, if you're not a roguelike person, I still think there's enough fun stuff here generally. Like the builds and stuff are a big deal. It is absolutely the power trip roguelite thing. But I mean, if you're like just kind of like a passing fan of roguelites, there's like enough other elements here to kind of play off of. Between the base building and the brick breaker kind of game plan stuff. I mean, at that point though, it's like, I think if you hate roguelike, I don't think it's like this, but this one's not like a damning, like, you know, you've got to restart too much, or the runs are like too long or something like that. That's more like roguelike territory, but you know, some roguelites can be a bit of a slog. I think this is one of the better ones for sure, but I've been trying to do like a who I'd recommend it for thing at the end, just for shits. I mean, in general though, I thought it was really good. Sometimes I was really addicted when I got going. Sometimes I was like, oh, I'm not like needing to like jump back in. Just like I was like, you know, sleep. I gotta play a kind of game. But usually when I was playing it, it was always like, you know, I want to do another run. I want to see what this is about. I want to upgrade this. And it's very addicting in that way, but not in a way that just feels completely manipulative. Like some of these can be. Like, it's definitely like lizard brain shit, but this one feels like there's a lot more craft involved in some of them. Not that I'm saying that they all don't have craft or something, but like, you know, there's a bit of like, you know. Where is much. I'm not gonna be able to pull that off. Well, that's okay. I'll live. I guess we could try to just get the rock one. Probably could if you gave it another run. But I'm gonna live, guys. It's gonna be okay. Yeah, so I mean, I'd recommend it if you like roguelites easily. Super easy recommendation. Even if you're not into Brick Breaker or the town building stuff. I mean, you do need to kind of care about the town building shit if you want to get your upgrades, but you get a lot of it just from playing too. So it doesn't need to be perfect. And you can have the auto farming, so other than setting up the buildings you need to hit to build them, really don't have to do that much. It's almost deceiving. You just absolutely hate what you see in the town builder part, I guess. Maybe not play it, but it is a big part of it. But it's not that crazy. But yeah, if you like roguelites for sure. If you like Brick Breaker, absolutely. If you're looking for like your next 5 million hour Binding of Isaac thing, I don't know if it's got that in it, but it's not really what it's going for. Those are few and far between, and frankly, I don't even like a lot of those. So I like a nice tight one with like, paste kind of mix ups on what's going on and all that. So yeah, it's a good game. Gonna move on now for tonight. Probably maybe do a Warshin. Maybe we'll do a little Warshin. We'll see. But yeah, appreciate you guys watching. Next full game probably gonna be Ninja Gaiden 4. Oh, yeah. Let me add this to the finish pile. Oh, yeah, very polished game for sure. No jank either, really, that I remember. Brick Breaker. Builder, I guess. I don't know. The town building part, I mean, it's not like it's against the storm or some shit. But I'll put it in there. Oh, XP release date. The name makes it sound like a joke. When I originally saw that Devolver was doing a thing on, I'm like, ball pit? I'm like, what the fuck? Kids ball pit? But it actually fucks. Alright.